Hello guys, this is Rizhan again, and today I'm gonna be telling you about how to create wage slips. It is for the very small business where employer has only 10 to 15 employees, and he can't afford to buy or spend thousands of pounds on buying accounting software. So, in order to create wage slip, what we need now only we should know how much is the personal allowance. At the moment, currently, it's 11,850, and we need to have tax code, national insurance number, and hourly rate and weekly contracted hours. So what I have done is I have created a spreadsheet because we will be doing everything on a spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet has everything. So number one, I will start. I have already inputted all the information that we need just to save time. The ID of the employee, and then we have employee name and national insurance number, which is this one. It's all fake, and that is a tax code 433L, and that tax code actually determines everything, whether the person is high earner or just a standard earner. And then the most important thing is the number of hours someone is working. This is we need to input in that sheet, and then it will automatically generate front face of the wage slip, which I will show you a bit later. And the rate, we need to set the rate, how much he will be getting. So I've just put this this rate there, and then we have gross salary that actually sum up of 37. If someone is doing 37 hours times 8, then it will get this much money. And then this is a personal allowance, so we cannot tax personal allowance, so we need to take away personal allowance from gross weekly salary. So in this one, so you can see the formula says 296 take away 228, so this amount is the taxable amount. So we will tax, this is a 20% tax on this, give 2322, and then national insurance contribution, and then both added to £36 weekly on this amount. This is the tax, £36. Then we have net pay £260. How? It's because the gross salary, now we have determined that the tax after taking the weekly personal allowance is £36 on that. So 296 is the gross salary, take away 36, and then it will give you the net weekly salary, which is this one. And then someone is doing overtime as well, so overtime gets added in here, and that overtime rate, for example, someone is doing 4 hours. Some companies pay, if someone is doing on Saturday overtime, they get time and half, which is 1.50, and then if they're doing Sundays, and then the companies pay them double time. So if they're on eight pounds an hour, then on Sunday they will get £16 an hour. So this person did some overtime as well, which you can see in here. Overtime is showing, this is overtime money. So this is something here, that Q3, which is this one, 4 hours, and then multiply by 8, and you can see in bracket, and then that multiply by the rate, which is 1.50. That gives you total of 48. And then some a company also give them weekly bus fare, which is not taxable, so I have not added that. So this is, you can review that. This is the just overview of this spreadsheet, and I have created this. And then we'll move on to the next page, which is this. And here we will start doing that. We need to click on data validation, and then go to click that, and then from this drop down menu choose list, and then click on source. While source is activated, go to tax code, because we need to get the ID. So everything is listed here, so that's the ID. We need all those employees. If they were all 100 people, 10 people with, so we can select all of them. Because we only have 3 employees here, so we will only take that one. Only choose those 3, and then OK. Now the drop down menu, insert it, and then we can see we can fetch that information here. Now against that name, and now we need to populate all those fields: name, national insurance, tax, and amount, how much they're getting. So we will populate everything through lookup. What was that? VLOOKUP function, which is very straightforward. Just click on the FX button here. If you click on that, this pops up, and then okay. And we want to get everything against employee ID. Employee ID is used as a primary key. It's a unique key, so that it will not duplicate any data. And then we need to fetch the table array, which is this, the whole it's I think that is additional. We don't need that. So at this time, what we want the name. So the name is number 2, and then 0 if any error occurs. It will ignore that. National VLOOKUP, that was not selected earlier on. That's what we need. Now we'll choose this all the way till here. It will show you. It was column number 3, I guess. Yeah, you can see this is the national insurance number showing up there. So that's okay. Text code. And again, array. And text code is number 4. You can see on top of that as well. I have just so that sometime when you're reaching in the middle, you have to count which index number is that. So that's why, just for my convenience, I have put those numbers there. So number 4. So just put number 4 in here. And that's good. That's okay. I will get rid of this one because that doesn't make any sense. It's additional there. Right. And then what we need, we will put maybe some fake date, 2011 2015 period. I would say okay, 10. And now we need to, this in here we can say how many hours he worked. We know that, say for example, before we fetch that information, we can say this guy worked 30 hours, and then this person works 37, and that's 25. And then we can also set the rates. He works at 11 pounds per hour. This is 10 pounds, maybe 12 pounds per hour. That 10 pound 50. You can see the spreadsheet is automatically calculating everything and allocating tax as well. And and also he maybe worked 4 hours on that, and then he worked 5 hours. So that's all fine. Let's do it again. That's employee code. That's the array. Come on, arrays. Yeah, that's the array. And then let's do the index number is number 5. But that's not. Yeah, that's better now. That's 30 hours he did. And I should have taken all of it actually. Basic salary, all the fields. So if you see, it's the same way as I was doing before. The salary is 330, which is showing in here. And then we have overtime. Overtime is 66 pound, which is here. And then 12 pound bus fare, that is next to this. This is bus fare. And then we are putting tax information there. On that, 20% tax is already added in this. so which is this 3362, and then we have 18% as national insurance contribution, and now altogether is 52.12. That is the total deduction from this salary, so which is here. So now this column field shows that 408 the total gross pay, take away total deductions, and that gives you 355 and 88 pence. So what people can do is they can, and this is the accumulated pay every time he gets paid, and this field get updated, and then they can store that information somewhere on the computer. And the similar way, if he wants to get second person's, everything changes automatically. He doesn't need to do anything. He just need to print off the sheet and send it off to their home. So yeah, that's it. So it's and it shows how many hours he did. So this is all based on that. So every time, all you need to do, just put those hours, and then and then if there's any overtime, if there's no overtime, then just remove that information. No hours, no overtime, then it will, nothing will be showing in the overtime field. That's 0. Yeah, and it will automatically update according to whatever you have inputted. So that's it. So it's a very cheap way to generate wage slip. So okay then, enjoy. Thanks very much for watching.